All right, we're going to get right into it. In the last video, I shared with you guys about a story in St. Peters, Missouri, a town of almost 70,000 people, where a guy was growing sunflowers in his own yard, keeping it very nice and very pleasant, and the city actually goes after him for 4 years, and all the while they're dragging him into court, and then they dismiss the charges right when it's time to have a jury by trial, which is, you know, your 14th Amendment. You're supposed to have it's called due process, and he was going to win, right? So they back off, they change the laws in the middle of the night, and then try to come after him again on the following year. If you missed that video, I'll link it in the first comment under this video. Please go watch that and share it with your friends so everybody can see what's going on here. Now today I have another story for you guys. It's out of New Hampshire, okay? This guy here in New Hampshire, a food canning hobby has gotten one New Hampshire man into a pickle. Daniel Mowry has been giving away his homemade goods for decades, but city officials now say he's been giving his food away for decades, but all of a sudden, you know, if you're following these agendas, the city's coming after him and saying that he's breaking the law. Mowry's goods include jellies, tomatoes, and bread and butter and pickles. He cans it all and pays for the supplies himself. Then he gives it away all for free. Y'all, how are we, you know, as Bible-believing folks, you know, supposed to share our abundance? Okay, we have abundance. We have chickens. We might want to give away some eggs. Maybe you have a bumper year on your crops at the homestead and you want to maybe share those blessings with people that are less fortunate, maybe that can't afford the skyrocketing food prices right now. As a matter of fact, I'll show you a couple of graphs on how beef has gone up and how the regular food prices have gone up in America. It's off the chain. When they say that's the largest transfer of wealth in human history, this is how they accomplish it. They raise the gas prices, the food prices, the water prices. Have you looked at your electric bill lately? The electric bill prices. All this stuff is going up, right, when it was actually supposed to go down. That was the big promise that we got, and it's actually going the opposite way. So the gentleman says, we were brought up poor, so our family always canned. Everything came out of the garden, and that's the way it was, Mowry said. The Manchester Health Department sent Mowry a cease and desist letter last week. It's not worthy to put on TV, put it that way. I was not happy, Mowry said. It said he needs a permit to keep canning and distributing food, and his kitchen needs to be commercially licensed. He's not even selling the food. I have a small clip here for you guys. I want you to check this clip out.
Jellies, tomatoes, and...
That's my bread and butter pickles. Made 2 weeks ago. So they should be ready.
Just spear right in?
Just spear right in. And you can take that jar home with you.
Oh, thank you. Really good. Daniel Mowry cans it all and pays for supplies himself. Then he gives it all away for free.
We were brought up poor, so our family always canned. You know, everything came out of the garden, and that's the way it was.
The Manchester Health Department sent Mowry a cease and desist letter last week. It says he needs a permit to keep canning and distributing food, and his kitchen needs to be commercially licensed.
It's not worthy to put on TV, put it that way. I was not happy.
This is one of the issues that I believe that all people from all parties, all walks of life agree on, and it's pretty common sense that we should allow this to go on.
State law lets anyone sell homemade food with certain requirements, but the City Health Department says it has its own ordinance on food safety.
If we don't change the law, then he'll be facing fines and violations, and he'll get a cease and desist order again. I don't think it'll stop.
I'm not stopping. Sorry.
For Daniel, canning is more than a decades-long hobby. It's hard work and tradition that he has no plans to put a lid on.
For the city of Manchester, we'll see you at the Alderman meeting.
It says here that state law lets anyone sell homemade food without certain requirements, but the city health department said it has its own ordinances on food safety. And the councilman says, if we don't change the law, then he'll be facing fines and violations, and he'll get a cease and desist letter again. And I don't think it'll stop. That means the harassment. Like, they're going to keep going after the guy until he capitulates. And I like the guy who was kind of spunky. If you noticed in the clip there, he said, yeah, I'm going to keep on doing it. Just like the last guy in the last video said, I will continue to grow my sunflowers until he gets his trial by jury, okay? He's waiting for his due process. Till then, right, he's basically telling him to pound sand. I mean, come on, you guys. Food prices are going up, okay? People are trying to help their fellow man. The local governments are getting wacky, right? Like, out of control. And they think they can micromanage your little life, right? And that's what they're going to try to do. And that, actually, I'm bringing you stories showing you that that is what they're doing. I don't know if you've ever looked up Agenda 2030, but maybe you might want to look that up, okay? Just keep your eyes, you know, on kind of what's going on, right? Like, you just want to be aware of how things are going down and how they're using the system, if you will, to shut down even good neighborly deeds, as in sharing your abundance for free with your fellow man, right? Which is like what most of us feel like we're called to do. That's why I put up these videos. I'm trying to help my fellow man snap out of it, snap out of it. Because there is an agenda here, believe it or not, okay? And they're coming for us one little regulation, one little law at a time, right? So we have to, like I said, stay active in your community, in your local area. Don't roll over on this stuff. Fight, fight, fight. All right, you guys, we'll see you guys on the next video. I have another video coming up. I'm going to show you guys like what fighting looks like and what a couple of local counties are doing. And I'm going to expose a little tax scam that's going on with our property taxes. So that's going to be pretty interesting. And then after that, I have another video about some food issues again. And then I have another video, proof positive, right, that they've used, you know, bad experiments on us as the public, general public, okay? And it's not good, right? But I want you guys to know this stuff is actually going on so you can wrap your head around it and then act accordingly. That's all. All right, we'll see you guys on the next video. Share this one with your friends as well, and make sure you watch that sunflower video if you missed it.
Did you guys know that in the 16, 17, and 1800s, chocolate was consumed as a beverage? There was no such thing as a chocolate candy bar. Well, we're bringing chocolate tea back to the 21st century because it's loaded with antioxidants our body loves, and it's a great source of magnesium that's wonderful for bone and heart health. It's a great addition to your coffee machine or your French press, or just along with your favorite sweetener. You can find it on offgridwithdougandstacy.com, along with our brand new tea infuser, simple to use for easy steeping. Cheers!